At first glance, this looks like a garden variety security camera. For all you know, it's connected to an app that someone's ignoring. We're all used to security cameras, but we're less used to someone actually watching you on the other side. Hang around too long and...
Hello, good morning. This is Deep Sentinel Security, responding to your request for your response.
That's no recorded message. That's a trained Deep Sentinel security guard who saw the footage live from that camera. And those trained human eyeballs are the biggest draw to Deep Sentinel security camera systems.
Deep Sentinel Security is the reason you're on this property. Stop.
As the camera records motion, it sends clips to the monitoring center, and within a few seconds, they decide whether or not to intervene.
Sir, I've been notified by the homeowner that you're not supposed to be here. If you do not leave, I will be forced to call the police.
The whole goal is to scare off suspicious characters before they act.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there anything I can help you with?
After an incident in his neighborhood, David Selinger founded Deep Sentinel. Modeled after expensive boutique options, this Bezos-backed system is unlike any DIY camera option out there. In this review, I'll share my biggest pros and cons of Deep Sentinel and how it dances the line between privacy and security. The Deep Sentinel camera system comes in two main flavors, wireless and PoE. For this review, we got a taste of the newly released DS2 wireless system. This kit comes with 3 cameras, a hub, and gear for mounting and connecting everything together. From unboxing it to completing everything in the app, installing DS2 took around an hour from start to finish. I placed my cameras on the front porch, in our driveway, and in our backyard. During the setup process, the app emphasizes the importance of a strong network connection for each camera. With a Wi-Fi extender downstairs and a 1 gig fiber plan for our 1,600 square foot home, I figured we were in the clear. The DS app allows you to test the signal during the installation process. With our cameras at different distances away from the house, our signals range from fair to acceptable, with our front porch having the strongest connection. That emphasis on network connection is there for a good reason too. These cameras do a lot of heavy lifting. Between spotting a threat and allowing a guard to drop in, the whole Deep Sentinel process looks like this. Each Deep Sentinel camera comes with advanced motion detection and AI, whether it's package delivery or package theft.
Need to put that package back now.
When a human steps into view, the camera begins to record. The onboard AI analyzes the clip to determine whether or not that motion was human. The light on the camera spins as it streams to the hub, sending it to the Deep Sentinel monitoring center. If the person in view is deemed a threat, a live guard drops in. The speakers on these cameras are loud and can scare the daylights out of anyone not expecting it.
Confirming your request for response.
While testing the system, the guards intervened a couple times on my partner. To be fair, he was looking kind of shady.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security.
After about 30 seconds, the Deep Sentinel app sends a notification that verified the clip. You can even see the name of the guard who watched it. So, after nearly a month of using the system, these are the best and worst parts of Deep Sentinel. Two-way talk and notifications are standard these days, leaving it up to you to intervene. Deep Sentinel takes it a step further with its secret weapons. Dozens of quick-responding, highly trained monitoring professionals. But they don't trust just anyone with your live feed. Many of DS's guards have backgrounds in military, policing, and emergency response. They're trained to respond and verify video within 30 seconds. Their protocol tells them to watch and assess their live feed, looking for truly suspicious behavior before escalating. Usually a simple hello is enough to scare off bad actors. Thankfully, we didn't need a break-in to find out how quickly these pros jump in. On his days off, my partner likes to hang out on the front porch and read, but his morning was interrupted by a guard who saw him smoking a tobacco pipe.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Excuse me. Could you confirm the name of the homeowner for security?
The guard startled him and asked if he knew the property owners to assess whether or not he was loitering or smoking something else.
Copy that, sir. Thank you. We're just checking. You do have a great day.
A second time, I got a phone call from Deep Sentinel describing my partner, again on the porch, looking a little sketchy. They asked me to verify that I knew him and that he wasn't a threat.
There's a male subject smoking a pipe from your front door camera view. I tried to intervene. He says he can't hear me. Could you confirm if you know this individual?
If a dangerous person does stick around, live guards jump in. They're trained in suspect description and communication with other dispatchers. Of all the camera-based security systems out there, Deep Sentinel is the only one that pushes DIY security to this level. SimpliSafe has employed a similar approach in their cameras, but in order to summon a guard, you have to trigger an armed system and break in.
Hello, this is Derek with SimpliSafe Security monitoring on a recorded camera audio stream. Is everything okay?
I tested SimpliSafe's feature, and it took around a minute, leaving plenty of time for suspects to run in, grab what they want, and leave. Hiring a team to watch over you may feel like overkill, but if you've had a break-in before, this might not feel that extreme. Plus, nobody has to break into your home for DS to intervene. To be honest, this idea of active monitoring made me really uneasy, at least at first. I wasn't sure how often guards would drop in, if they'd interrupt our daily routine, or if they'd even know we weren't a threat. But as it turns out, with advanced security comes accessible privacy. Deep Sentinel has a privacy mode within the app that keeps the live feed out of view from the monitoring center. Just toggle the slider in the app for one or all of your cameras for up to 24 hours. There's also a scheduling feature that you can program. If you're home at regular times, you can lower your defenses and raise them when the house is empty. Once I started using this feature more regularly, I felt a lot better about having Deep Sentinel around. Knowing that those digital blinders were just a tap away made me feel a lot better about my own privacy. With 3 cameras around the property, I had a lot of testing to do. While checking the audio for one in our backyard, I tried summoning a guard. But since it was several yards away from the house, the connection was pretty weak. The guard on the other side cut in and out, and I didn't sound much better from the camera feed.
This is Deep Sentinel Security.
Hi, I'm just testing the system.
It's getting in and out.
Thank you.
After an unsatisfying test, I was about to pack it in until I got a phone call. The same guard who checked in on me moments ago had called my cell to make sure everything was okay. He said the connection was spotty and he could help resolve it by putting in a help ticket.
Hello, hi.
Basically, he put in a ticket to try and fix the issue, which was pretty fast. I thought that was pretty cool, so thought I'd note that. That's when it hit me that yet another advantage of having real humans on the other side is tech support. If something's going wrong with your camera or system, you can still call Deep Sentinel's helpline, or you can ask a guard to help and speak through the camera. Deep Sentinel does a good job of drawing a clear line between privacy and security. With the exception of guards dropping in on my partner a couple of times, testing went smoothly and I felt like we were in good hands. But like any product, it's not perfect. Here are a few things I think Deep Sentinel could do better. I'll start with the pickier stuff. Of all the Wi-Fi cameras I tested, Deep Sentinel is one of the very few that doesn't have an option for users to record their own footage. Instead, anything the camera captures and records is purely up to the whole process of guard verification. This may not be a big deal breaker for most folks, but if there's something specific that you're watching for that isn't exactly human, say a stray cat on your porch or a suspicious vehicle in your neighborhood, you can't record on command. As of this video, Deep Sentinel is an outdoor camera system only. The rationale being that you won't need anything other than quick responding guards to stop threats before they get inside. But without any indoor sensors for things like motion or fire detection, it's not the complete package. There are also a number of incidents that Deep Sentinel does not report, including domestic abuse. My biggest beef boils down to DS2's network connections. While this may be a totally different story for the PoE system, many of this wireless system's best features suffer without a strong connection. Maybe this is because so much relies on that strong network. If your camera isn't fairly close to the hub, the quality suffers. Let me give you an example. During our time testing this system, 2 of my cameras ran out of batteries within a couple of weeks. Can you guess which ones? That's right, the ones farthest from the house. While our camera on the front porch saw the most action, it never ran out of juice. The backyard and driveway cameras, however, both lost power from struggling to stay connected despite the fair and acceptable signal reading during installation. Along with that drop in battery endurance, these other cameras had lower quality video, audio, and slower notification alert times than the front porch. And again, we don't have slow internet or an especially large property. That 1 gig fiber plan and Wi-Fi extender should have had us covered. And for the most part, these other cameras did okay. But with systems from Deep Sentinel going up to 6 cameras, you might need some kind of nuclear-powered super network to keep everything running at its full potential. With this level of security attached to its cameras, Deep Sentinel doesn't come cheap either. Monitoring alone will set you back $100 to $200 per month, and equipment ranges from $500 to $1,500 for a kit. Compare that to the likes of Ring, which tops out around $700 for a 14-piece kit, or Arlo's outdoor cameras that range from $100 to $300. Long story short, Deep Sentinel is expensive. Ultimately, you're paying for the home bodyguards rather than the cameras. Deep Sentinel offers protection and proactive security better than any camera system we've tested. But if total privacy, cost, and internet speeds are a concern for you, DS is an expensive option that might be too much to invest in. Deep Sentinel acts quickly and is really good at determining real threats. Our mail carrier, Amazon drivers, and friends and family were never bothered. And using the privacy mode made me feel better and more at ease around these devices. It's just that sometimes those shady characters are the property owners. For our small 2-adult home, Deep Sentinel feels like a little too much protection. You'll need a really strong network connection to get the most out of this expensive system. Overall, I would recommend Deep Sentinel for anyone who's serious about security. If you've had an experience with a break-in and entry-level systems aren't enough, DS's proactive approach is unique and effective. But for folks just starting out to build a security system or wanting to casually keep an eye on their home, this feels like overkill. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want updates, home maintenance tips, and safety news straight to your inbox, check out our weekly newsletter listed below. Thanks for watching and stay safe.